Good. Good afternoon, hockey fans. We are in Owatonna, beautiful Steele County, Minnesota. Got a matchup this afternoon with the Minnetonka Skippers PWB2 team, and we've got the Sauk Rapids Storm. Got about 10 seconds left here in warm-ups. We'll get started here soon. Minnetonka here is 1-1 for the tournament. They were victorious in their game yesterday, lost a close game this afternoon, actually this morning, 9:45, 2-1. And here we are here this afternoon, 4:45 start. We're right on time, which is awesome. Just looking at both benches here, it looks like Minnetonka has a definite size advantage here. Hopefully they can use that to their advantage here in the game. My name's Jake Sturgis. I am Graham's dad, filling in for Owen here this afternoon. I don't do the play-by-play very often, but you know, when the team's in need, I'm going to step up and help out wherever I can. A few seconds away here from the opening face-off. We've got Graham Sturgis at center. We've got Dylan Chu on wing. It looks like Casey Pick on the far wing. Hone, and it looks like Brown on defense out here. All right, game's underway. Puck's at center ice. Sturgis has got the puck, taking in the zone. Makes a few moves around, a couple of kids. Shot on net, saved by the Storm goalie. Back at the point, 95 Brown taking a shot just wide of the net. Puck's moving over to the corner. Honestly, I can't see very well where I'm at in that corner. Storm's got the puck, takes it behind the net. 53 from Sauk Rapids. Kicks it back up. Hone with a nice shot from blue line, went just wide. Sauk Rapids is going to clear the zone. And ooh, that would have been an icing, but Biggie stopped it with his stick to prevent the icing call. And we'll get a face-off down deep in our zone. It's about 53 seconds into the game. Minnetonka's doing their line change. Face off deep in the Minnetonka zone. Tonka wins the draw. We've got Hoke taking the puck up. He's got House as a winger. Hoke makes a little move. Shot on net. Oh, yeah, that's a goal. Couldn't tell from where I was at, but looks like it hit the goalie kind of right in the chest and kind of bounced in the net. It's Minnetonka 1-0 lead with 13:53 left to go here in the first period. All right, good start here for the Skippers. Olvig, Hope, House are your forwards. Tonka goes in the zone on sides. Olvig behind the net. Little wraparound backhand try around the net to the front. Unsuccessful. Oh, we got another goal. Fast start here for the Skippers. That was 67 Fritchie who's got the goal on that one. All right, we're less than 2 minutes into the game, and Minnetonka is up 2-0. Osberg's your center. Johnson's one of the wingers. Stevens, right D. Kicks it up to Johnson. Puck's near the blue line. Stevens bounces it back in, plays on sides. Stevens with a nice shot. Pass, all right. Looks like Stevens from Ospey. And I couldn't see who got that one. Too much to keep track of here. Not the best viewing angle here for your announcer. All right, 3-0, 13-16 here left in the first period. Looks like Minnetonka is definitely not tired after their game this morning. Still a lot of gas in the tank as of now. Stevens at center, dumps the puck in. Tonka's got the puck in the far corner. Score gets tripped up. Sauk Rapids with the puck. 19 from Sauk Rapids has got that behind the net. Ospey's attacking. He's able to get the puck. Little battle along the boards here. Sauk Rapids has got the puck, taking it into the Minnetonka zone. Not too far though, because Henry Stevens took care of things. Johnson, Stevens again. Shoots it back up the ice. The Sauk Rapids defenseman was not able to hang on to that. Sturgis in the corner. Sturgis, pass to Chu in front. Wasn't able to get that in. A little wraparound attempt. Got tripped up there behind the net. Here we go, back to the point. Hone with a slapper from the point. Sturgis right there for the rebound to tap that in. All right. Wow. Very fast start here for the Skippers. 4-0 already. And we are a little less than 3 minutes into the game. It's going to be, looks like a lot of scoring here for this one. Dylan Chu centers it to Casey Pick. Pick with it. Shot goes just wide. Goalie wasn't able to hang on to that, and Minnetonka with another goal here. I think that was Casey Pick that got that one in. It's kind of hard to tell. Not as many celebrations here now that we've got 5 goals here in the first 3 minutes of this game. It's going to be a busy one on the score sheet here. Casey Pick, number 2, makes a little deep move around the defenseman. Shot on goal. Oh, top shelf. Oh, they didn't. I swore that went in. I'm on near the far blue line. Not sure what the. Okay, they are calling that a goal. I wasn't sure. It looked like they were initially maybe not calling that a goal. Pick had that one. It's going to be tough to keep track of all these goals. Minnetonka is out to a 6-0 lead with 11:49 left here in the first period. It's going to be, I feel like a scoring bonanza here this game. Hogan makes a nice move, scores in the backhand, and we're up to 7. I'm not sure what the tournament rules are when it comes to running time, but I've got a certain degree of confidence here in this game that Minnetonka is going to be able to get this in a running time whenever that takes place. Tonka with a shot and rebound. Rouse was there at the doorstep, ready to pound that rebound in. Storm goalie got a save there, and Minnetonka is going to change up their lines. Osberg at center, Stangler on the point, shoots it in. Brown is Stangler's defensive partner out there right now. Well, I hope the boys are having fun out here. These types of games, when you're out there, you're scoring some goals, you're having fun with your buddies, certainly can be a lot of fun. Stangler, right D, holds the puck in the zone. Little battle for the puck here. Johnson makes a move. Osby in the corner. Centering pass doesn't make it quite there. 22 for Tonka. Oh, Osberg was just on the back door, ready to pound that in, missed the net. Stangler at the point, going to walk that in a little bit. Shot on goal. Johnson, I believe, had that from Stangler. Popped that in. And we're at numero ocho here for goals. And we're not even 5 minutes into the game here, friends. It's 10:40 left here in the first period. Minnetonka with the ocho on the scoreboard here, and it looks like we're going to have a high-scoring game here for the Skippers. Battle for the puck in the Tonka zone. 12 for Tonka gets tripped up. We got a penalty call, I believe, coming up on Sauk Rapids number 26. He tripped us up pretty good here, so Minnetonka will go on the power play here. And we're already in running time, friends. It looks like, sometimes these tournaments have certain rules, whether that starts in the first period or second period or third period, but we got running time here with an 8-0 lead. Minnetonka on the power play after the tripping call. Sturgis at center. He's out there with Dylan Chu and Casey Pick. Stevens and Fritchie are your defense man. And we got a goal. Stevens with a shot from the point. I feel like everybody might get a goal this game. Enough to go around. We're now at 9-0 Tonka. Back to full strength for the Storm after the power play goal for the Skippers. Hoke off the draw, passes it over. Shot on net. Rouse in the corner trying to get the puck. Puck goes into the far boards, or I guess near boards if you're watching on video. Hone with a shot. And we got another goal here. Hone from the point, nice little wrist shot. Went to the far post. Goalie just couldn't get over fast enough. And we're double digits here with 8:40 left in the first period. Minnetonka 10. Sauk Rapids Storm 0. Hone over for the Skippers. Passes it up to Olvig. Hoke's got the puck. Makes a couple moves, passes it over to Rouse. Rouse tries to get it. The Storm player just kind of basically fell on top of the puck. And we weren't able to get it. Rouse, good battle in the corner here. Throwing his weight around. Olvig trying to control the puck. Takes it from around the net. Wrap around. And number 11, Olvig, gets our 11th goal of the game. Wow, this is something. I've watched a lot of hockey, and 11 goals here. I don't think they're even putting that up on the scoreboard. It may just stop at 10-0 here. We'll have to see how they play this. But anyway, Minnetonka is way up. Johnson, wrist shot, hits the defenseman in the skates, goes in the corner. Johnson chases the puck. Storm get control behind their own net. Osby on the Storm player. Johnson out in front, passes it back to Stangler at D. Stangler with a wrist shot. All right, Stangler I wish I could tell you how many goals everybody's got, but I don't have the score sheet in front of me. And honestly, here now that we're, I believe, at number 12, I feel like Stangley's had one, but I could be wrong. We'll have to take a look at the score sheet after the game, because this game's certainly going to help pad our goals and assists here for this season. All right, Casey Pick in the corner, passes it in front. Goalie hits it with his the back part of his stick. Storm clear it, and we got a breakaway here for the Storm. Storm player shot, they score. Kind of a defensive mishap here for the Skippers. Storm on the board here with their first goal of the game. Breakaway. I believe we're at 12-1. It would have been nice to get the shutout here, but those are also tough to get. Storm on the board. Here goes Brown in for Tonka. To Olvig, wrist shot over the net. Rebound. And Storm goalie makes a save here with 5:45 left in period number 1. Stevens and Brown on defense. Rouse passes it over to Stevens. Stevens couldn't control the puck. Passes it in front. Kind of a turnaround shot from Olvig. Puck in the crease. Olvig back to Brown with a wrist shot. Just wide of the net. Brown going into pinch. Shot on net. Holds it in the zone very nicely. Olvig behind the net. Wraparound try. Gets stopped by a defender here for the Storm. Another try from Minnetonka. Brown keeps the puck in again. Takes a shot. It's deflected by a Storm player. Stevens with a shot. Also stopped by the Storm. And here we go, Rouse. His shot goes wide. Olvig behind the net, fighting for the puck. Rouse is there to support him. Puck goes into the corner. Storm get control, and they are, breaking out of the zone. Stevens with a nice job here, keeping the puck here in Minnetonka's possession. Pass to Rouse. He gets taken down. It's right back up on his feet. Tonka, another chance. Here's Brown with a wrist shot. Right on the money. Storm goalie saves it. We've got 4 minutes left here in the first period. 12-1 Skippers. Osberg, your center. Johnson on the wing. Fritchie with a shot. Puck was loose. Sort of a quick whistle there for the Storm goalie. I could see it here from the far blue line, but sometimes when you're the referee on the other side of the ice, you don't always see when if the goalie's got the puck or not. But needless to say, whistle, face off, hone, wrister, right in the goalie's glove. I feel like the Storm goalie here is kind of getting into a rhythm here. Starting to make some saves. Hone with a shot, gets stopped in front of the net. Johnson does a nice job keeping it in the Storm zone, and the Storm do break it out. Here comes the Storm. Good defense by Tonka, good back checking. Storm can't keep it in, almost popped it back in off sides, but Tonka's got a rush here. Johnson to Fritchie. Nice break up there by the Storm. Puck in the far corner. Storm trying to break it out. Osberg says no. It's tripped up along the sideboards. Casey Pick. And here comes the Storm. 23 from the Storm, tries to dump it in. Minnetonka spits it right back out. Here we go again. Sturgis at center. Nice play. Pick's got the puck, and we got a goal. I'm not sure which one they counted there. It looked like it went in initially. Big collision there after the goal with Sturgis. He gets up okay. And Tally lucky, number 13 up here for the Skippers with 1:40 left in period number 1. Sturgis, Pick, Chu are your forwards. Stangler and Brown on defense. Brown does a nice job there getting the puck away from the Storm. Puck in Minnetonka's corner, behind the net. 16 from the Storm, passes it to number 26. Back to 15 at the point. Tries to make a little move, and here comes Sturgis. Tries to pass it to Dylan Chu, wasn't able to get it. Puck's now in the Storm zone. Sturgis to Chu in front of the net. Storm take over. And here comes the Storm. We got a one-on-one. Stangler back on defense. Good back check by Sturgis. Stangler ends up with the puck. I'm gonna try and get it back over the zone here. All right, we got Dylan. Dylan, nice little move around the defenseman. He shoots, he scores. All right, about 30 seconds left here in period number 1. As I said, the scoreboard still says 10. If my math's correct, I want to say that's 14. I'm not looking at the video monitor right now, but we'll double check things. Sauk wins the draw. Little move around the defenseman. Puck ends up in the corner. Centering pass goes right through the crease. Stevens with the shot. Olvig on the near boards, fighting for possession. Shot on net, and yeah, that was deflected in by the Skippers. Yowzers. All right, that was Sauk, I believe, with that goal. And yeah, this is a butt whooping here for the Skippers, and everything's going Minnetonka's way. Yeah, we are at 15. All right. Yeah, that was a goal at the end. I've watched a lot of hockey. 15 goals in one period. Wow. That says something about this Skippers team here. Being able to get the puck in the net. Certainly a big confidence builder here for these boys this afternoon. Everybody's going to walk away, I don't know, maybe with a goal or an assist. Somehow helping impact play. Safe to say Minnetonka is looking really good here with a victory this afternoon. I believe Minnetonka will play the third place game tomorrow at 12:45. Right back here in Owatonna. Team switching ends. We got a 15-minute period here. This again will be running time, so this game should end quickly. I don't know if you've got big evening plans tonight, but this game will probably be a little bit shorter than most. As Minnetonka is dominant, in control, and really taking it to the Storm here this afternoon. Osberg wins the draw, back to Brown. Johnson keeps the puck in the zone. Race for the puck in the corner. 17 from the Storm. Keeps the puck in. Battle for the puck. Back to the point. Osby, wrist shot, hits the goalie right in the chest. 15 from Storm. Tries to get the puck out. And they're able to break the puck out of the zone. We got Tonka. Johnson takes it in on sides. Little backhand pass to Osby. Johnson will battle along the boards. Nice shot on that by the Skippers, went just wide. Osby in the near corner here, trying to make a few moves. Johnson passes it over. All right, I think Minnetonka may be on the bench here between periods. I think we talked about maybe getting our passing game on here a little bit more. Just trying to make a few more passes before you're getting shots on that. 15-1 score, that's the respectable thing to do, and it can also kind of be like a little practice here. Backhand goal by Johnson. Goes in the net. Hone should get the assist on that. Nice little pass from the blue line. And we're at Sweet 16 here. We've got the Sturgis pick shoe line out here for forwards. She's on defense. I can't see where the other one is. Sturgis with the puck, little move. Tries a backhand pass. Yeah, it gets intercepted by the Storm. Chu gets the puck, gets it back over to Pick. Chu to Pick. Pick thinks about it, walks it in. Shot goes wide. Stangler on the blue line takes it outside the zone. He's gonna have to do a little buying of time before the Skippers can get it back in the zone on sides. Skippers cough it up there. Fritchie keeps the puck in. It just comes out of the zone. And we got an offsides call here. Chu is about a stride off from the blue line. And that's a offsides call. Clock continues to run here. Period number 2, about 12:20 left here in this period. We go Brown with the puck, dumps it in on sides, just past the red line, behind the net. Olvig, Hoke over to Stevens. Stevens not able to keep it. Good back check there to prevent the Storm play from taking that in the zone. Rouse in the near boards, gets around the defenseman. Rouse in the corner, backhand pass, goes through the crease. Stevens to Brown, to Olvig, to Hoke. Man, if he could get 3 assists, we would have had 3 assists on that one, but only 2. A 17-1, 11:27 left in period number 2. Osberg at center, loses the draw. Storm get the puck. They dump it in. Fritchie back over in the corner. Johnson trying to use his muscles here to get it past the blue line. Not able to, but here come the Skippers. Here comes Osberg. Ospey's in center, waiting for a pass, but he's going to take that behind the net. Backhand pass to Fritchie at the D. Goes D to D. Cohen had the shot, went wide. Puck in the corner. And the Storm keep control of that, but here comes the Skippers. Osberg behind the net. Little move there, pass to the point. Hone, nice little move to walk that in. Osberg in the corner. Good puck battle there. Gets it back over to Hone. Johnson skating some circles. Fritchie. I don't know if it was a pass or a shot, went wide. Minnetonka's doing a nice job of passing the puck around. At this point, we don't necessarily need more goals, but if we can be working on our skills, get better here for that, likely that 3rd place game here tomorrow, that's what we want to be doing. Ospey in the corner, keeps control of the puck. He's got a pesky defenseman from the Storm trying to get him. Sturgis to Johnson. Not able to keep the puck in the zone. And here comes the Storm with a chance. We get over the blue line, get eaten up by a couple Tonka players. Fitchie tries to get the puck out, not able to. Puck in the corner. And here come the Skippers again. Not able to clear. Fritchie with the puck. And comes out of the zone, and they shoot that back in offsides. So we'll get a face-off here with about 9 minutes left in the second period. Sturgis at center. Shoe and Pick with your wingers. Here comes Sturgis over the red line, passes it over to Pick. Pick, back over to Sturgis. Pass goes a little wide in the corner. Back to defense. Stangler shoots the puck in. Sturgis behind the net. To Chew. To Pick. To Stangler. And Stangler, nice little delay there to keep that play on sides. Gets it in the zone. Chew with the puck. That gets deflected out of the zone. Tonka's got to clear before we can go back in. Dylan, over to Casey. Casey, what a light shot on net. Storm goalie pushes it away, and Storm get control of the puck. They dump it. Stevens on the far boards. Stevens passes it, tries to pass it to Sturgis. No icing there. That basically went through the skates of that Storm defender, so they had an opportunity to play it, just didn't in that opportunity. Sturgis, excuse me, that was not Sturgis, that was number 11. Stangler whiffs on it, and Storm also good control. Nice patience by Stangler, walks it in, backhand pass to Rouse. Rouse to Brown, or to Hoke rather, and we're at 18. Certainly a variety of levels of play here in the tournament. We've got Minnetonka as a B2 team, playing some good competition earlier today as a B team. And this team today, obviously, here that the Storm, Minnetonka is at a different level. Storm just changed up their goalie. We're about halfway through the second period, so they've got two goalies. So they've got their other goalie in the game here to likely wrap things up. Puck along the near boards. Olvig, Hoke. Hoke's going to try and keep it in. One of their, I think they're looking for a penalty call here. I don't think there's anything dirty there. Tonka with a shot, rebound, Hoke, saved by the goalie. Puck goes in, just like bounces over the goalie's head. Hoke with another one. That's 19, according to my count here. Face off, Tonka wins the draw. Osberg, back to Stangler. Stangler in the Minnetonka zone to Fritchie. Fritchie, nice pass to Johnson. Oh, that was a close one. Right here at that same blue line. That was a close call, but referee calls Minnetonka offsides. Clock continues to run here with about 5 minutes left in the second period. Osberg wins the draw. Backhands that back. No icing here since that was Minnetonka that shot that back. Stangler behind the Minnetonka net. Passes it up to Johnson. Osberg loses the puck. Osby, good back check. Johnson at the Minnetonka blue line gets control of the puck. Johnson with control here again over the red to Osberg. We got a breakaway. The defender from the Storm fell down. Osberg lost the puck there when he went to his backhand. Osberg goes just wide of the net. Puck in the corner. Johnson fighting for it. Puck comes out. Osby with the goal. Osby from Johnson on that one. We're at 20 here. 20-1 with 4 minutes left here in period number 2. Sturgis pick, Chu, pick, gets the puck, makes his way around a couple defenders from the Storm, shot toward the goal, hit Chu to Brown, Brown over to Stevens, Stevens with a wrist shot right on the money, Sturgis is there for the rebound. No rebound though, the Storm goalie snagged that with his glove. And we've got a face-off deep in the Storm zone. Sturgis wins the draw, over to Chu. Sturgis thinks about it, but ends up passing it over to Pick. Brown, Pick. Thought about the shot, moved around a little bit, got the pass behind the net. And there's Chu, back to Stevens, over to Brown. Sturgis tried to deflect it, but actually kind of like saved that from hitting the goalie. Puck in front. Storm have the puck, make their way outside the zone. Sturgis giving chase. Storm pounding it in. Puck, battle for the puck along the blue line. And here goes Pick. Pick behind the Minnetonka net, tries to pass that out. Goalie's stick, stop that. Chu keeps that in the zone, nice job. Over to Pick, who's gonna give chase. Pick in the corner, over to Sturgis. Sturgis passes it over to, who's that? Sauk. And we got a goal. We're now legal at 21. (21-1), minute 50 left here in period number 2. We are in running time. So we'll continue to play the rest of this game at running time. Tonka dumps the puck in the zone. Hone on D. Nice job holding the zone, keeping the puck in. Hope with the puck in the corner, passes it over to Rouse. Rouse gets a little bit more than bump there. Gets a shot on net. He's always quick to get up. Rouse, Olvig behind the net, tries the wraparound. Not successful. Hone walking the puck across, passes it over to Stangler. Stangler keeps it in the zone. Stangler looking for the pass over to Olvig. Puck in front. Stangler holds the zone again. Nice pass. Puck hits the net, like the side of the net, takes a really weird bounce. And I believe the goalies held on to that here for the save. 40 seconds and counting. Period number 2. I think it's safe to say Tonka is in command here with a 21-1 score. Osberg centering for the Skippers. Gets it back to Fritchie. Fritchie over to Johnson. Johnson with the puck. Over to Brown. Brown with a wrist shot. It's a deflection, goes out of play. And that's going to count down here for the end of the second period. The horn's going to buzz here in 1 second. And period number 2 is in the books. Just wanted to make sure it was this 20. All right, so we are about to start third period. Minnetonka is dominating this game, 21-1. I think Coach Stevens is talking to the team here. hopefully he's telling them they're doing a nice job passing the puck around. We're certainly not looking to run up the score at this point, but we are playing hockey, and we got to keep the intensity and keep trying to get that puck on net. We want to be respectful here, respecting the game here with a very lopsided 21-1 score. So I would expect to see more passing here from the Skippers. This is great practice for them as they move the puck around. Not every Pee Wee team is as good at passing as we are, especially back to the point, and we're able to do a nice job of just getting that puck around. Everybody's getting some touches today. Everybody's getting some shots on net, and that's great to see here. All right, we've got 15-minute running time period here, and we're off. Johnson for the Skippers. Osberg had a chance to take a shot there, but instead shot that over to the side of the net. Wise move, Osby along the sideboards, and the Storm have a chance here. We've got Johnson giving chase. We've got Stevens on defense. Storm keep control on the near boards. Storm trying to hold the puck in the zone, and they were successful on that. Shot on net. Nice blocker save by Biggie. Osberg, it's the puck behind the net for the Skippers. It's it over to Johnson. Johnson with the puck. Over to Osberg. Splits the defenseman. Puck in the corner here. Osberg gives chase. Puck behind the Storm net. Storm wrap it around the boards. Keep control, and they get that out. That looks like that's going to be an icing call here. 13:50 left in period number 3. Icing on the Storm. Face-off will be down deep in the Storm zone. Sturgis at center. Chew and Pick on your wings. Stangler and Fritchie on D. Stangler keeps the puck in the zone. Nice little move. Holds the line again. Storm are giving a little fire in them here. Nice play by Dylan to break that up. And here comes Casey Pick. Pick across the blue line. Nice little move. Loses the puck on his stick. Dribbles away in the corner. He ends up with the puck again on his stick. Chew out there for the rebound, and the Storm goalie eats that one up for a save. Tonka changing up lines here, keeping these boys fresh. Stevens and Brown on defense here. Olevig, Rouse, and Hoke are your forwards. Hoke. And we got a goal. I couldn't tell who got that. It's either Rouse or Olevig. Referee's checking Hoke's jersey. I'm guessing he's getting an assist on that. And we're at 22-1. Olvig wins the draw, goes over to the near boards. Stevens jams the puck in. Hoke over the blue. Hoke, nice little pass over to Rouse. And Rouse scores. .23 there for for Tonka here. Man, I can't, the score sheet here, I hope they've got enough lines on the score sheet for these goals. This is not very common to see this much scoring in one game. And there's another one. Osby got that one. Wrist shot, just above the top of the circles. Beat the goalie glove side. And Minnetonka's getting some shots and some scores. Tonka wins the draw. Stevens Back for Tonka in their zone, over to Brown. Brown shoots it up. Johnson on the near boards. Johnson centering pass to Osby. Osby, a little move. A little pass. Couldn't see who got that. He's 15. Osberg. Tonka piling it on here. Storm win the draw, get the puck going over the blue. Fritchie in the corner. Nice little angling job here to prevent the Storm player from getting control of the puck. Here comes the Skippers. Fighting to get outside the zone. Pick with the puck. Tries to get around the defender, and he's successful. Pick on the far boards. Over to Sturgis. Sturgis centers it. Nobody there for Tonka to take care of that. And here comes the Storm. Storm have a break here. Make their way around our defense. Boy, that was a nice goal. Storm player kind of fell down, was sliding on his butt as he shot the puck. Storm get goal number 2. .9:20 left here in the second period, or third period rather. Clock continues to run. I need to see what the score is. I'm going to come over and look at the iPad. 25-2 here for Tonka. Tonka, Hoke in the corner. Stangler with a shot on net. Puck is deflected in front, goes wide. Battle for the puck in the near corner. Puck comes outside the zone. Brown's got it. Little backhand pass. Olvig and Hoke along the boards. Hoke takes it. Hoke had an opportunity for a shot. Passes it back. Minnetonka gets number 26. That was, I can't see the number here. That was Olvig who got that one. Osberg, Osby, Johnson. The forwards for the Skippers. Skippers win the draw. Johnson over the blue. Nice little move. Passes that to Osberg. Osberg behind the net for the Skippers. Osberg passes it to Stangler. Stangler thinks about going on net. Little shot on net there. Little battle in front. Puck's loose. Johnson. Shot on net. Brown comes in from defense to push that puck inside the zone. Tonka with the puck behind the net. Stangler holds the line for the Skippers. Stangler. Nice pass. Brown not able to hold the zone, and he's just going to dump that back in for an offsides. I think we needed to get a change anyway. Gives the Skippers an opportunity to get some fresh skaters out there. We are officially past the halfway point of the third period with about 7 minutes left. In the game, Minnetonka loses the draw. Here comes the Storm up the near boards. Puck goes in the corner. Stevens. Chu's fighting for the puck along with Hone. Puck goes along the far boards. Pick now, our winger. Tries to get a past the defense. Not able to. Puck goes back in the Minnetonka corner here for Stevens. Stevens behind the net to Hone. Up to Chu, our winger. Dylan gets it out. Chu makes a little move. Thinking about making some passes here. Defenseman for the Storm blows a tire. Falls on the ice. Sturgis to Hone to Stevens. Not able to hold the line. It's going to be offsides. And we'll get a fresh 5 out there for the Skippers with the line change with about 6 minutes left in this one. Referee's saying to hold on here a second. All right. Looked like maybe the goaltender for the Storm had maybe some sort of equipment issue or something, and that's all figured out. Game on. Here we go. Storm. I think he was going to call it offsides. I saw the referee flinch on the blue line. And with the score the way it is, I think he just kind of said, we'll let that one go. It was close enough. Rouse along the far boards for Tonka. And I think we got a penalty here for a hook. The Storm player came up real high with his stick and kind of took the stick out from Rouse. And I think that, I don't know if the bench has given the referee some crap for calling a penalty in this game, but you know, we still have rules. They can't be hooking people and slashing people. But everybody, Storm by no means are getting cheap out here. Just a penalty that had to get called. Stangler to Fritchie. Fritchie to Rouse. Rouse back to Fritchie. Fritchie tries to pass it over. Gets taken out by a Storm defenseman. Stangler does a nice job. Buying a little time getting the puck back in the zone. Rouse gets tripped up. Polk along the near boards here for the Skippers. Fritchie keeps the puck in. Nice work there. And it looks like the Storm will be able to clear the zone. Olvig tries to get over to Stangler. Polk with the puck, takes it in, goes around the defenseman. Rouse had a wide open net. We'll be thinking about that one later. A chance to tap that in was not successful. Stangler, Fritchie. Puck at center ice with the Storm in control here. Puck goes in the corner. Olvig skating with his head up. Tries to pass it over to Rouse. Hits the board. Still kind of ends up in a good spot for Tonka. Tonka changing up their defense. Storm had a chance, but that was not going to happen. Brown here for the Skippers over the blue. Passes over to Johnson. Johnson thinks about it. Shot saved. Deflected by the Storm defense. Rouse behind the net. Back up to Hone. Hone fires it over. That gets broken up by a Storm defense. Brown. Osberg. Osberg, nice little stick work to get in the zone. 3 minutes remaining in the third period. Osberg gets it in the corner. Storm get control. Hone, nice job stepping up there to keep that puck in the zone. Shot on net, save. Looks like the goalie's got that for a whistle here with 2:43 left in the third. I think you could call this a scoring bonanza here for the Skippers. I don't know if it'd be interesting to talk to these players if they've ever been in a game where there has been this many goals. I don't know that I've seen a game with this many goals, and I've been around hockey for a while. All right, here comes Sturgis over the red. Over the blue, passes it to Pick. Pick keeps it in the zone, nice little move. Tries to do a drop pass for Fritchie. Fritchie wasn't there. Skippers lose the zone. Puck along the far boards. Fritchie, nice little move around the defenseman. Fritchie's got Chu and Sturgis. Fritchie, rebound. No Skippers are there to pop that one in. Stevens, nice job on D. Chu, over to Pick. Pick has a chance to shoot, but he's just going to he got a shot off, but it wasn't certainly wasn't his strongest shot. Brown tried to buy enough time to allow the zone to clear to prevent the offsides, but got whistled for the offsides here with 1:15 left. Safely to say in the game. Tonka has controlled from the opening face-off here in this one, and just a dominant game by the Skippers. Olvig over the blue. It's a chance, dumps it back to Rouse. Rouse with a wrist shot, right on the money. Goalie makes the save. Get a face-off deep in the Storm zone. Tonk with a shot on net. Nice save by the Storm goalie. Rebound comes out. I think Brown was able to tap that baby in. And Skippers are going to get a fresh line out here. We've got 20 seconds and counting, so we might be able to get another face-off here before the buzzer sounds. But this game's over here. All right, yep, referee blows the whistle. 6 seconds left. Storm win the draw. And there we go, folks. That was a butt whooping. Tonka with, I need to see the final total here of goals. We're at 27. 20-7-2, your final score this afternoon from Owatonna. Skipper's likely to go on tomorrow to the third place game. Not sure who they play yet, but should be a good one. Probably a closer game. A 25 goal differential does not happen very often in hockey. But great play by the Skippers. I mean, if they really tried, they certainly could have had more goals if they wanted to. They were trying to throw the brakes on there for a bit and, do a lot of passing and, work on some positioning and some passing and all that. And overall, great showing by the Skippers. A little prayer circle here at center ice here as the Skippers celebrate a victory. Say thank you. Well, I'm going to sign off here, folks, here from the Steele County, we call this the Civic Center or what it is, and Skippers 27-2 victory here, and we'll see you here later tomorrow. Safe travels home, everyone.